So it is 4:30 in the morning. I woke up about an hour ago to a text message. The text message was from my soon-to-be ex-husband, and it's amazing when you really, really and truly heal and you really release things, how things will come back to you almost magically, as far as what you wanted in your spirit. Now, my husband has apologized to me numerous times since, um, for the situation between us, numerous times. And my heart was blocked, my head was blocked. You couldn't get me to understand that. So your apologies was like feathers in the wind. It just blew away. I hear you, I see you floating, I hear you saying it, but it's not really doing nothing for me right now. And I think it's until I could heal properly and see, and him, honestly. I know he felt that, but I don't know if he really knew the magnitude of it, if he really felt it. It's just something to say when you know you did something you ain't got no business doing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't really want to hear it, especially if it's been done multiple times over a 28-year period. Like, your sorries don't mean nothing. Sorry didn't do it, you did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff you want to say smart. Yeah, I forgive you. And each and every time I say, I forgive you. But I had that look on my face like, I forgive you. But ain't nothing you could do about it. Sorry don't mean, like, sorry meant something, but it really didn't mean nothing at that, if that makes any sense to you. So, anyway, I woke up to this text message today, and I'm gonna read this message to you, and it's pretty freaking powerful. Um, and I would have to print it out and read it verbatim so I'm not misquoting. It was a wonderful apology. It was very thorough, and it felt sincere. And it's a repeat of what I've heard over the last 2 years, but it felt different this time. Um, And yeah, there's still some little somethings in there that I'm like, okay, but I get it. I get it. And I will also read my response back to him. And the reason why I'm doing this is to show that even after something very, it could be in your mind as tragic or horrible or whatever the case may be, um, if you work on it properly, you can heal. And not only heal, but actually heal to the point where, um you can talk to the person, you can talk to them, and there's no love lost. The love has changed to a different level, and that's, one of the wonderful things that I've learned over these last 2 years, that you can still love the person, you can still love them, you loved them at one point, and I just believe love really never ends. It just has to be put in its proper level, love level. And that's how I see it. You have the ultimate unconditional God love level, which I believe in my heart that you really cannot obtain in in the the physical, in the body, in this earth, in your physical self. That is divine. There's no love like that. It's just not. I don't believe that. So I believe we're all flawed. We're all gonna have issues. So, um, I think you can get very close if you're met with your match, your soulmate. I think you can really get very, 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 very close. But you shouldn't love anything as much as you love God. In my opinion, my only opinion, you shouldn't. He's a jealous God. No one comes before him, and that's just how it is. So that's what I feel like. I feel like, honestly, at times I put my husband before God. And it's not that I bow down to him and worship him, but my actions showed that I worshiped him. My actions showed that I was going to um, bend over backwards and break my neck to make sure that this marriage stayed intact. I wasn't going criminal, but I damn sure probably not that it was ever that kind of thing, but I'm just say some criminal activities was performed, and I'm the wife, and I knew about it. Nobody else would. So I damn sure probably would have covered up some stuff if it had gotten down to that point, and that's just being honest to protect my family. But thank God, none of that stuff, would have came to it. But my point in saying that is that I would have probably bent over backwards, forwards, round the bend and back again, and had in certain situations to keep my marriage intact. But have I ever done all of those things or any of those things for God in certain situations, but not to the extent of a constant, steady 28 years daily. Yeah, he's always the forefront of my head, my heart, and my master of my being. But you get caught living life in the flesh. So did I seek him every day, tell him I love him every day, do things for him every day? Yes, I did. I'm gonna say that I did. I did that in the sense of loving my husband. So yeah, I did. But it was only directed towards one person, like in that way, and then in my children, my family, extended immediate family, but that's beyond the extent. And I got so much love to give away. It's a little intense to know that the type of love I have, I poured it on one person. So that can be a little intense. That can be a little intense if you can't handle it. And you know, you find out later on that when you're paired with somebody, your twin flame, it can bring out some things in you and your own insecurities that you're like, whoa, if you really dig into yourself, you'll see who's your soulmate and who's your twin flame. And your twin flame is not there to kill you. It feels like it. Feels like they're there. They are the enemy put before you. But they are there actually to teach you. So I really should have printed out this information before I recorded this video. So I guess I'm gonna have to stop and go print it out so I can read this to you. Healing has been a wonderful thing. Mm-mm.